Hi everyone, this is Steph with Stampin' and Scrappin' with Steph, and today I have this really cute layered card to share with you today. So this card features the Designer Series paper. It's actually a specialty Designer Series paper called Ornate Garden, and this is part of our current annual catalog. Now, as you know, this time of year we start getting ready, believe it or not, for the new annual catalog that comes out in June. So soon we will, as demonstrators, we will be notified with a retiring list of products that will no longer be available. Typically, our designer series papers do not carry over from catalog to catalog. Sometimes the 6x6 paper stacks will stay on. Sometimes they get a little bit of a redesign. And those are usually the ones in the color categories. But it's been a minute since I've touched this paper pack, and it's just so pretty and really coordinates so well. You know, when you put it together, I find that there really is no design in the paper that you can't use multiple different ways. And the reason that it's a specialty paper is because it has a foil to some of the actual paper. So if you see that top one, you can see the gold in it. And you know, for those that follow me or know me, this past year has been very different for all of us. And one of the things that I've been trying to do this year is to really use my products, use what I have on hand, even though I order, you know, things from the new catalog as a demonstrator to show, you know, my customers how to use some of the product or look at the new items coming out. I really try to use what I have on hand before I run out and buy something else. But with that said, some things get set to the back burner when you continue to work on new stuff. So anyway, before I get off topic too much, this is the fun card that I am sharing with you today. It has several different layers on it, and I'm not sure how well you can see, but there's a layer, you know, in this section here with the designer series paper, and then another layer here, and obviously this one here on top. Now, the Stampin' Up! Group that I am a part of, which is called My Star Stampers, led by a wonderful woman, Barbara Lash, and you might be able to see, you might follow her, but if you don't, follow her on YouTube. She does wonderful card designs and layouts every Friday. We have been challenging ourselves to stay busy, to keep crafting, and to try to stay, you know, with things as normal as possible. And every week on a Monday, we post, or I should say I post, a challenge card sketch. So this is one that I created for our challenge. I believe this would be week 10. We started a little bit later this year, but this would be our week 10 card challenge. And I'm using in colors because that's what's in the paper pack, but Terracotta Tile, which is this base one right here, is our 2019-2021 in color. And this color will actually retire when the brand new catalog comes out. And if you follow me on my Stampin' and Scrappin' with Steph Instagram or Facebook page, you'll see that I've been posting little video clips from Stampin' Up! With hints to what the new in colors may be. So as of right now, I don't know what they are. I believe we find out Wednesday this week. And as soon as I can share them with you, I will. But keep guessing, post your comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. So check out those videos. Along with the 2019-2021 Terracotta Tile, Seaside Spray will retire, as well as Rococo Rose. And probably my favorite out of all of them is the Pretty Peacock. And then this is the Terracotta Tile. Now, you may be saying, okay, you usually have 5 in colors. Yes. The 5th one is Purple Posy, which unfortunately an ink pad never came out. due to some production issues, and it was kind of sad, but you know what? We have so many other beautiful colors that I really, you know, I'm truly not bothered by it. So I'm going to use the Terracotta Tile in this particular card. If you have this paper at home, you can certainly create exactly what I have for you here. If you're interested in this particular design that I've done here, send me a message and I'd be happy to send you a little card kit. Now for this card, I've used the Ornate, what is this one called? Ornate Thanks stamp set. I took out the thanks, and then, let's see, where is it? For all your help. But you can see there's all different, you know, verses that you could say here. You could, you know, seriously, thank you. I wasn't sure how to thank you. You know, there's just, you can put it, piece it together any way that you want. But this strip is a nice strip, so you could do a happy birthday, a thinking of you, again, whatever you have on hand. And then here are my card layers. Just, actually, no, I take that back. Here are my card layers. So we have our card base, which is a 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock cut in half at 5.5, and then scored on the 8.5 inch side at 4 1/4. I like to use my bone folder to really get a nice flat crease there. And then our next layer is 4 by 5 1/4. And you can see these are the reverse sides, so you could assemble this whichever way you prefer. The next layer is a piece of Bumblebee cardstock, which is the 2020-2022 in color. And this one is 4 by 2.5. Designer Series paper at 4 by 2 1/4. Another piece of Bumblebee that's 4 by 1 3/4. Designer Series paper at 4 by 1.5, and this is just the reverse side of this particular piece of paper. Another piece of Bumblebee that this one is 3 1/4 by 3 3/4, and this is the Designer Series paper at 3 by 3.5, and you can see the reverse side of this one is this paper. And then a piece of Whisper White, or another piece of cardstock that you can do your stamping in. So this is 3 by 1. So the layers come together rather quickly. There's very little stamping going on, so let's start. So I'm going to use my Stamp and Seal to add some adhesive. And because I'm using Designer Series paper, I normally would cut a little 1 inch by 5 1/4 strip to go onto my inside piece of Whisper White. I would also do an envelope flap. So if you follow my videos from my cards to go, I typically do an envelope flap because I don't want to assume that you guys have stamps and paper on hand. And if you order any of my card kits, keep in mind that the stamp sets are separate. I try to design, you know, my cards around giving you guys the chance to use the stuff that you have on hand. And obviously, feel free to order if you prefer to have exactly what I'm making. So these, like I said, this is all current product. And I'm just attaching my layers together. And this is really a nice way to maximize your paper packs without, you know, chopping up one piece and then using another piece from another pack of paper or so forth. I just like to mix and match within one pack, and I feel like I really feel like I can justify that pack of paper, you know, and not really buy it just because, hey, I like it. So now I'm going to stamp my greeting using Terracotta Tile. And I really like these greetings. They're nice and thick. And when they stamp, they're really bold. Oh, put my ink pad away. I didn't want to do that yet. And this one is for all your help. Just like that. You could add a little bit of ribbon, you could add some rhinestones or pearls, you can embellish this card further if you like. I just think with all the paper that we have going on, I'm just going to keep it layered and simple. Alright, and for this particular layer, I am going to add some dimensionals to the back. Just like that. Pop these little guys off. And this goes right here in the center like that. And then there is my card. So what do you think? Quick and easy, and you could, you know, make a whole bunch of these to give out, to mail, you know, in a really quick time. Even though there's a lot of layers, they go together, they piece together really, really good, really easily. So thank you for stopping by, and be sure to subscribe and ring that bell so you can get notified when I am airing a video. Thanks again, and have a great day. Happy stamping.